Let me piece yourself back together now. What's your vision?
Bengi, as of late, knows what he needs to do, but this is one that we have to focus on. It's going to be that top lane. The Gnar blind picked in. Smeb picks up the Shen as the counter. See how he's going to handle this matchup, because the Gnar, if he gets ahead, is going to be absolutely oppressive.
It's kind of fun that in top lane and mid lane you kind of have similar stories, but on different sides, where getting a Gnar behind makes Shen have basically a free lane. If you get a couple of 6-foot ganks onto the Gnar, he falls behind, doesn't his item timings, and then Shen can have a free lane. Kassadin getting ahead is basically the same sort of time bomb on the side of SKT. So the junglers have different lanes they may want to prioritize.
All right, well, let's go ahead, get right down to it, dive into this game. It's game one in a best of 5, a telecom war in the semi-final winner. And has been conceding CS very much to the side of Deft. As you see how far behind Bang is at the moment. Looking for a little bit of a trade. Shot getting ready to come through. Score will be jumping in. Interrupted. Pops the shield, but it's not going to be enough. First blood does come through as it's handed over to Def. Now they're looking for
40 minutes. Now is just fine for KT. That's the first successful attempt at a gank from Score as well.
You're looking to interrupt on Juan arrives, has the chain to lock him down. We'll go ahead and jump away, and the Dragon will be handed over to KT. He's going to go ahead and jump in onto Peanut, has the ultimate, pulls him back. For a little bit more, Hook connects in onto Wolf, not onto the Maokai. And it looks like Peanut will be going down. Couple more hits, gets the Sap Magic passive, the Smite to try to keep him alive, but he'll go down in the end as Pawn finds the second kill of the game. Still 1,500 gold up. His KT finds the hook after the leap. Bang immediately has the flash away as well as Pop.
Gene auto attacker with Mountain Drake, Shen with Titanic Hydra push. That could be big. As finally we see Faker and Pawn in that mid to late game.
He's looking for the play, but the Stand United is there as you're just talking about the Shen Faker. Tries to make it over to that Honey Fruit instead, jumps into the pit. Might have to use the flash, does so to get himself out safely. In the meantime, Peanut going down. That Nature's Grasp will get jumped on. The Ren comes through and Deft finds another kill. 2 over to the Callista, 3-0. KT Rolster are in full control. Score
still turn fights. Teleports from Kassadins and Gnars can still turn fights. It's only in neutral areas like this where they can see it. Okay.
Oh, the Hook is just going to go ahead, land in onto Bang, regardless. And now the Ren comes down. Deft will keep himself alive. The explosive charge not enough to find him, but they will find Faker. Another Hook coming through. Ripwalk will not save you. It's a double kill to Deft. 4 on the board for him, and Kate
has gotten a lot of steals, but he smited down a Raptor. He's given up on this one.
It's also Mata just waiting in the wings. You know that the death sentence is going to connect yet again. They'll just take a ride into the pit. The Ren comes through. Do you hate Score or do you hate Mata? The deliverer or the catcher? In the meantime, Faker getting jumped on. Shadow Dash comes through, and he is just going to melt Smeb. Will take that kill for himself, and Faker does not look very enthused in the booth. In the meantime, the rest of KT knocking down this inner turret in mid. Won't quite be able to take it, but they're getting top lane simultaneously.
This piggyback important there to give them exact timing on where to go, so Mata didn't just run into Faker.
Faker, maybe in a bad spot, has to use the flash. Will be jumping away.
Meanwhile,
back into the mid lane as they look for Antara, snatches him up, kidnaps him yet again, and delivers another kill onto Deft. 5th for him, 5-0 on this Callista, and that's going to be the inhibitor going over to KT.
I mean, SKT have such a slippery draft, but it's a pick come from KT because of their amazing mechanics in this game. They have penalized them to the maximum with Thresh and Zac that can go oh so wrong if those skill shots miss. They've already broken the base super early in the game, and all SKT can do is watch on in horror.
Another Hook coming through, looking for Faker, flays him back, but he jumps over the Riftwalk. In the meantime, Wolf going low, Chains coming through, not going to have the lockup instead. Finds a massive Shadow Dash. Nature's Grasp thrown down by Peanut, but he is just likely to die yet again. Flashes away, gets locked, and over from Deft, puts another kill on the board. A second inhibitor going down, and honestly, KT are going to be looking to close out this game 3:35 minutes.
Everyone's predictions of 3-0 SKT, the panic engage, where you have to make the last stand. The Alamo's not going to be the last inhibitor turret. This could just be 3 inhibitors down for SK Telecom.
Yeah, can't quite walk Deft up comfortably to get in on top of it. Antara in that Mega Gnar form at the moment is still threatening. Score's going to go in deep, however, looks for the kidnap, does find one. in onto Wolf, drags him away as he goes low. Shadow Dash comes through, and he is going to get taken down. Did not have the Unbreakable Will, and now Peanut will be suffering a similar fate. Another Ren might just do it. No, one more auto attack will take him down. Another double kill over to Def, who seems like he is just having the perfect game, but it's the supporting cast around him that is really enabling it. Mata has been an absolute monster on this Thresh so far. Looking for the killing blow here. Pawn going low, takes quite a bit of damage, but Stand United will keep him healthy. And in the fight, dashes to the side for the pick in onto Antara. Comes up with a knockback. They'll get the pop onto the Zac, but he hasn't gone down yet. Neither has Def, but Faker finally comes up with the kill. The massive shutdown, but he just delivers himself to death as well. Finally a kill on the board for SK Telecom, but it might be the only one that they see.
Might extend the game though, Achilles. Pawn has to teleport back in if they want to try to finish now. They don't have to be greedy. They're going to go for it anyway. This is definitely the KT way.
Looking for the turnaround hook, going to go wide for once as Pawn comes in, gets popped up immediately, and Bang has quite a lot of damage to offer up onto that LeBlanc. He has to dash back, keep himself alive, but in the meantime, Lantara has fallen. Nexus is exposed. KT will go in here for SK Telecom as the mid inhibitor has respawned. Pings are out onto the Baron. Already getting started up. That is going to have a massive amount of Ren stacks into that one as Pawn finds Bang, takes him low, dashes in. One final chain will take him down, but can he get out alive? Headbutt Pulverize coming through, dashes over the wall. Baron has gone down. Dark Passage is there for Mata to go ahead and scoop up the LeBlanc, so he stays alive. And seems like it might just be the
Sung series with our pre-match graphic from OGN. This game has not been that. He's taken the ultra defensive route of going for barrier, having heal on his AD carry, but being caught too many times, been off on his rocket jumps too many times. He's dead as KT rolls to with up with those Baron buff minions. Want to end the game.
Looking for it score. Going to be overshooting that one as Antar desperately tries to build up the range bar. Needs one hell of a setup to try to turn this around for his team, but he is getting locked down and junked out. It's a Sun in onto Pawn, pushes Score back towards the fountain, but can't get much more than that. In the meantime, Score has the kidnap onto two members as he drags Peanut and Wolf into the fight, but that's just going to be the Nexus going down as KT Rolster very decisively turn things on. 15 minutes forward, they take down SK. We'll see. Maybe we'll have a 2-0 lead for KT Rolster after this game concludes. So let's go ahead, jump straight into it, and see what happens.
Summoners down.
Rupture not going to connect, but the Flash Body Slam comes through. That's going to be a red buff slow up. Nice Arcane Smash will knock them back, but Antara might still be going down. A couple more hits will do it, and they can go ahead and chase in underneath the turret.
Oh, turn around.
Pops him to the side. Score will get the first blood, but he's going to pay for it with his life.
The teleport's down for Antara, so it still ends up being a good trade for the side of KT Rolster because they'll lose. That's the sort of stats I'm looking for, Achilles. Write that down.
That's a drunken stat. Well, Peanut, Flag and Drag over the wall, heroic entrance just to keep him topped up.
Using Flash there was interesting choice from Score, but Thresh was around and Mata didn't use any summoners in the previous engagement down bot side. Now they know that Hero's entrance down. Teleport is up though for Faker, so this is not necessarily going to be a freebie for the Drake.
Well, they have the Ren stacks here. Pinch starting to come through, TP back into the middle of the lane from Faker. Will be arriving and doesn't have the Hero's entrance. KT starting to get pushed off as Zuntara will also be arriving. Now we're going to be seeing Smep joining in the fray here as the play comes down. Big taunt landing from Faker. Nature's Grasp going to go ahead and run them all over, but Mata's actually going to get the kill in the end with the Ignite while he was devoured.
Drake's not even dead.
Right, yeah, Drake has not gone down yet. Will go ahead and reset as the stacks start coming through. Mata yet again with another play, now in onto Antara. Ren comes through, but no, it's going to be Smep scooping up the kill with the feast, and Mountain Drake goes over to KT in the end. 2000.
He's starting to push forward into the enemy jungle, which when the mid lane's Galio versus Gangplank, you assume Gangplank could be getting pushed in, but right now with little jungle control for SKT around mid side, Horn's been one of the big profiteers, and they're turning onto their second Drake of the game. Faker's in base again.
He Flag and Drags in. TP's going to be coming through here from Untara. We will see that dragon going over. Now Peanut knocked to the side, gets taken out despite the Hero's entrance coming through from Faker. Massive roots coming down from the Nature's Grasp, but now Untara going to be in a spot of bother. The box will not clip him. He'll get slowed up by the Ren into the hook. He goes down as Pawn finds the kill. 5-1 KT with another Drake.
SKT's shot calling is really off in this series because second time that Faker goes back to base and then teleports in, which already is going to be a more risky way to pull things off. And then everyone kind of evacuates ship in different directions. They can channel the Rift Herald. They get the Drake again. it feels like specifically around Peanut and Faker, who have so much initiation between the two of them, they really haven't reached a consensus, and that's allowing KT to increase the pace of the game. And Trinity Force walks in on the gangplank. They still have the Rift Heralds, 2 turrets for free.
Yeah, just go ahead, knock that one down. Rift Herald might even be able to get a decent charge off onto this bottom inhibitor. Oh, I mean, decent for its health.
Honestly, the fact that he's already had 2 charges, this is some sort of Rift. We need to get the name of this particular Rift Herald. I wish there was a StarCraft where you could have like turret kills too if you clicked on the Rift Herald, because he's seen some stuff. After what to me was a pretty disappointing year for a player who was a superstar in the LPL. KT haven't always built around him. They're much more playing around him in this series, and then straight up, of his own volition, he's making the plays.
Slam coming through, explosive cask. Not gonna get the pop back. Devour's there.
Turning on to the Baron, KT, SKT no longer have vision around there. There's the first ping onto it. Their secure here is about as easy as possible.
Tara still hasn't started channeling the TP. Will do so now from the bottom lane, but he's not going to be arriving in time to stop the Baron from going down. The feast is there, rather, from Smeb to go ahead and confirm that one. Nature Scraps.
SKT want to fight.
Rolling through, and Tara goes in. There's an advance down in on the score, but now he's isolated. Hero's entrance will help keep him alive for the moment. As Faker gets a decent little pop-up. Couple members taunted in as Smeb goes low. Can this be the turnaround that SKT desperately needs? Smeb will go down. So far, nobody else on the side of KT has been taken out, but scores on the wrong side of the map. Missile Voyage coming through, not quite the right angle, but Peanut's there to slow him up with the Aegis. It seems like Score might just be dying in this one.
He's the fastest man in the West. He'll get out.
Yeah, he's got the wraparound. TP's going to be committed here by Faker.
And he had the coverage from Pawn and the Supermans. They have to cancel it. The Great Escape for the getting towards enemy inhibitor turrets. You have to make your own dives, and the reliability goes down. So it's going to be more difficult once they get to actual inhibitor line to make the big plays.
They're looking for this turret here in the top lane. Hook comes down, Flay down onto Antara. Box not quite going to clip him. The Devourer is there, but Wolf gets popped back, has to flash away. And Faker has to Justice punch his way out of there. Looking for the taunt in, does connect it on to Deft.
Not convincing Smeb to join the fight.
A little bit of damage, but now the cannon barrage coming down. And Wolf doesn't even get a chance to pop the shield. He just dies. Faker now dragged back in. Does land the 4-man taunt, but it might just be a taunt as he gets ready to go down. A couple more shots. We'll finish him off as Deft picks up yet another kill, and now that is going to be it. That's going to be the inhibitor.
And it was 4v5 as well. Cho'Gath didn't even feel pressure enough to teleport. Most people would teleport just to celebrate, but he just stayed bot lane, kept pushing. They take the inhibitor, and they don't even need to make a tough play around an inhibitor turret because they have 2 dead.
Yeah, and now they can just go ahead, push, cut straight down through the base, take a second one. It's 25 seconds left for Faker to come up. Wolf up in 1. KT likely going to be happy with this. Wave not really in a great spot to rotate over to the mid side of the map, but KT Rolster yet again against the composition, against the expectations going into the series, are in the driver's seat.
The first sign that something might have been up, I mentioned it in the pregame, I went and I was like, as I always do, I'm like, okay, what's going on in solo queue? What these guys playing? No one from KT, not even Deft, the man of 5 accounts and challenger at times, were playing solo queue in the last 3 days, and I thought, huh, interesting. Weird that with 3 days left, no one's playing games. They've clearly been practicing new stuff. The Gangplank, it's new. Smeb on the Cho'Gath is pretty new, actually. Maybe a single game, probably none actually played at all. The Callista, the Thresh, the Gragas are normal, but the Gangplank's slow, and zone control has meant so much, because when we're seeing the initiation that Gragas, Maokai, and Galio are set up to achieve, when they initiate, they're kind of going out one by one rather than fully engaging as a 3-man, because they have to respect that early in the game, with a 10,000 gold disadvantage, no one's a super tank, and they're being mowed down.
Yeah, Smeb's first time in 2017 to play this. Seems like he's got it figured out pretty well.
And it's time for Huni and Blank in Game 3. If KT rolls to do achieve a victory here, it didn't work for Samsung putting in multiple members, but obviously a lot more strength to that cavalry. KT with damage enough to zone the front line from SKT away from a turret. They already have 2 inhibitors. Just looking to brute force down another one, as Smeb's certainly very large.
Yeah, all of your bases belong to me.
I think it's technically all your base belong to us.
Belong to us. I'm thinking of the cheat code, I believe, from Warcraft 3.
I'm going with the 12-year-old meme. Yeah. I'm young, guys. I'm very hip.
I'm pretty sure that was the cheat code to just finish your level in Warcraft 3 in advance.
I don't think KT need too much of a cheat code to finish this game. They already have 2 inhibitors down with 10,000 gold lead.
Maybe this is the results of the cheat code.
I mean, Cho'Gath is kind of the cheat code. Pop Stone Plate feels like a cheat code when you have 8,000 HP to tank up a turret. Waiting for them. They're waiting for their minion waves to get into spot. But Smeb, he's being engaged on, but I use that term very lightly. Air quotes there.
Slow siege onto the tower here. They'll be taking it down, and Tara throwing out the Nature's Grasp, but they have plenty of time to dodge around this one in the meantime. Cataclysm coming through from Peanut, but he's locked in there with Smeb, and he's going to get taken out as the feast comes through. Faker into the back, lands a taunt onto absolutely everybody, but now he's got nowhere to go, no supporting cast, as Untara will get taken down. Wolf as well, not going to be able to offer up any of those devours. Faker doing his best, taunting everybody, but it's to the very end as he and the rest of his team will die. Bang, the last one to fall in 31 minutes. KT Rolster are moving to match point. The 3-0 dream is real, but do not get excited yet again. There's one more potentially to go. Or do we see it? The recreation from KT Rolster over the likes of SK Telecom T1. Let's go ahead, see what happens. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Potentially the final game of the semifinals as we load on.
Excellent as a coverage jungler. Really, that's what he wants to do to ensure that no snowball goes down for the Elise.
Already Untara having a bit of a rough time as both junglers will be up on the top side of the map. Score waiting over the wall.
He doesn't know they're here.
No, he does not. Body slam going to come through. He's going to take quite a bit of damage. Dodges out on the twisted advance with that repel. Still takes quite a bit from the arcane smash. Cocoon will not connect, but the trade decently back here onto Untara. But Blank, he's looking for it. He's just going to go ahead, flash to the other side, gets the first blood, and now Smeb's just got to get out of there.
Yeah, big mistake from Score, who held onto a CC for a long time, knowing they could potentially turn around and burst someone, missed the cocoon, and then didn't want to flash, held his summoner, and just pass a kill over, crucially not to Maokai. They don't give double buffs to Maokai. The kill goes over to Blank, so it doesn't impact the lane. Taking teleport for team comp. That does mean KT have a teleport advantage. Oh. A lot going on in the side lanes.
Yeah, back in the mid low, Pawn going low, flashes away, a Score arrives, lands a cocoon this time around. Faker looking for the kill perhaps, flashes in, has the big one, takes him down, but is out of mana, so can't pursue in on the Score. Just going to be a 1-for-1 there in the mid lane.
A lot going on everywhere. Def might be dead.
Oh yeah, he's going to get jumped on, has to flash away from the grand entrance. Flayback coming through now onto Wolf. The hook will connect, but can they stick around for this one? Get the shield, keeps himself alive. As Bang uses the heal.
No creative summoners here. Bang has heal. Wolf has ignite. Gone is the barrier and heal they were running in game one with the Alistair as the supportive choice.
Score finds Blank. Pawn wrapping around from the side. Blank
is going to be there first.
Forward. Okay, is going to be there. Pawn flashes to the side, comes up with the kill, but can he make it out of here? Nature's Grass coming through. Tries to go ahead, jukes back with the distortion. Score going low. Another rocket connecting. Mata misses out on the hook, was throwing that one blind. But here comes Smeb, Flag and Dragon, special delivery with the Cataclysm, picks up the kill. And just like that, KT have the lead. They say that, but that's going to be the engaged. And Tara's still going to be up in the top lane. Grand entrance dash to the side there from Wolf as the Flag and Drag comes through, locks him into the Cataclysm. Blank has to flash out, as does Wolf, but he might still be going down. Smeb misses the Dragon Strike, doesn't find it, but Pawn dashing in will be able to scoop up the double kill. The chain to confirm there on to Blank. 2 kills going over to KT.
Mechanics to jump up, but they went for the reliable choice 3 games in a row.
Well, this could be getting a bit risky here. TP coming through from Pawn. That's going to be the spike coming down as Score finds the Rift Herald. Is in a bit of trouble here. Goes up with a repel, but what goes up must come down, and one more hit will do it as he falls. Wolf dashing to the side, takes himself out to safety, and now Smeb is cut off. Throws down the Cataclysm, looking for the damage to kill off the Rakan. Can't get the hits in, and now it's 5-5 with SKT, and SK might be all right in the exchange. Now we're going back over towards that Cloud.
Everything on Score.
On the Score, and he's just going to get taken down. Bang with the explosive charge, comes up with the kill. Now Mata having to flash the way. The box buys him a little bit of time as Bang leaps in. Finding much else in the meantime. Smeb still duking it out here with Untara, who has to flash away, throws down the Nature's Grasp for good measure. Will get himself out of there successfully. Kill comes through, Score goes down, and that's going to be the first Drake going over to SKT.
SKT's target calling has been so much better in this series, been able to just train down. Closest target's been Score a couple of times now, has already died 3 times in this game. They get their first Drake, I believe, of the series. I may be wrong on that, but certainly have only gotten a couple in meager.
Get out of those chains from Pawn.
Smeb had used the flag for farming.
It's going to be the wraparound. Faker says, screw it, I just have to try to kill the LeBlanc, but since he can't do that, might be in a spot of bother. Repel comes through, he's sashing his way back in. Cocoon and the hook are both going to miss. Pawn lands the chain, Will he make it out alive? One final turret shot will not take him down. There's nobody else behind Faker, but it was a group effort. In the meantime, that turret goes down up top. Smeb going in onto Bang, drops down the Cataclysm, gets pushed out by the Buster shot. Now is set running. Flag and drags over the wall. Can he get out of here alive? The answer is going to be no as Blank comes over the wall, slows him up, and it's just a couple more hits to finish him off.
Will eventually take him down right at the front of Baron. They clear a control ward there, but won't start the Baron just yet. You see the pings from Kt Rolster on it, so kills across the map.
Even Tara has been able to go ahead and claw his way back in here. Just 9 CS down, has those 3 assists coming through as well. The engage coming through, actually double pop-up, and Dep just gets absolutely annihilated. Repel coming down from the score, and Bang has the follow-up. 2 more kills thrown over for SK Telecom, one of them being
by SK Telecom, and Kt Rolster went for the snowball engage drop, went for a very strong pick comp, but pick comps mean very little against Baron buff.
They do. So Baron over to SK Telecom, 9-6. Flag and Drag not going to connect. Tara does have the flash available, but the rest of the team is coming through, so he is almost certainly going to go down. But do they have the damage to kill him off before the rest of SKT joins in? It looks like the answer is going to be no. Box coming down, Hook connects in onto Wolf. Flag and Drag forward from Smeb, but he's just isolated himself, and he'll go down as Faker finds the kill. Now Pawn will also get taken out. 1 for Bang, 1 for Faker, and Kate. Such a better performance from SK Telecom as they go ahead and knock this inhib down at 26 minutes. Now Def's going to get jumped onto his advance. Let's take Tara forward, but he's got the spell shield to deny the root. But SK Telecom just going to be looking for this tier 2 here in mid. Bang not going to get caught out by that hook. Will stay alive, will stay safe, and they're looking for another one.
They can just brute force through. The Tristana is out of control. It's getting his engage.
Coming through, they find the lockdown onto Pawn. He goes low, he gets popped. Another kill for Bang on the Tristana. Now Smeb yet again jumps into the back, tries to finish off Faker. Faker flashes to the side, stays alive, has the shielding, and Smeb will go down as the score. They're looking for the ace. Mata will get taken down in the end, and that's going to be the game. Going over to SKT, they put one on the board. They're making it a series. That's game 3. We're going to game 4.
Pawn, as we saw there, right there, Bang Goomba stomping people on the Tristana, getting reset after reset. The game ends the moment that SKT have it in their control. 5 minutes is all they need, and SKT have a lifeline. Sub in Blank, win game.
Just like that, started off game. If it's going to be enough to push SKT over the line and get them into that 5th and has kind of Faker kind of backed up into the wall, but now maybe a bit overextended. Pawn is cheating up towards the top side of that river. Needs to get out of here quickly. Flash body slam coming through. Gatling gun firing away. Pawn's going to try to turn this one around. Gets the hits in, but Faker, he flashes out, and first blood goes over to Blank.
It wasn't able to flash fast enough. Didn't see the body slam flash come through. Pinpoint accurate from the side of Wolf, and not been able to get any value from the Lantern.
Forward yet again. This time Mata just going to try to body block. Still takes quite a bit of damage. Hook comes down. They do find Bang, but Blank is arriving. Smeb off the TP. Takes him down, but has to flash away, as there's still 3 rather healthy members nearby.
The TP was cancelled by
buff, but Score doesn't have the smite quite yet, nor does Blank. Blue buff's going to go low. Who can get this one? Can't quite see who's got it taken away, but in the meantime, Mata goes down as Bang finds the kill. Now Score very far forward, goes low. Leaps to the side, pulls Wolf out, but it's just going to be the killing fields coming through here for SK Telecom as they scoop up 2 kills, 2 for 1 in their favor. So still get his way out of here. Flash in for the stun seismic shove to push him back. He gets the double hop, and he'll quite all right. And as Faker arrives, so now KT not even going to be able to put pressure down onto the turret, but instead they want to turn this around and onto the Corki. Drag him back in, makes it over the wall with a flash. Now the flash hook coming through. Pawn getting popped up, goes low with the ignite. Smeb going in deep, push to the side, will get taken down, and Tara finds the kill, and now Score in a bad spot, gets the elastic slingshot out. Boulder not going to connect. Turn things around in a major way. It's only 1.3 thousand gold that they're down, but SKT, they're looking for a bit more here, as Smeb does get jumped on. It's slowed up, tries to get a little bit of health back there, but pop to the side. This means that he is going to go down. Has the slice, but no dice. Just going to buy a little bit of time.
Pop goes the Crocodiles, not one of the nursery rhymes I'm familiar with, but...
Really? Not even in Australia?
Nope. Long last, the Crocodile does go down. Smeb 2.
Takes a minion for a ride. Tara, in the meantime, will go ahead and take that first inhibitor of the game. 32 minutes in. Baron buff Still on the members of SK Telecom. It's about 75% of the way done as he transforms and can just go ahead and push back up towards this mid side if they so choose. In the meantime, Faker did a lot of damage to this this top lane inhib turret, as you will now see. And now it's gone. Just Faker things. Tier 2 in mid going down. All of the turrets outside of the base have been eliminated. There'll be 2 open inhibs in the base, about to be 3, and maybe they all just get to... Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, game number 5, KT versus SK Telecom. Winner goes on to face Longzhu in the grand final a week from today, and also punches their ticket to the World Championship. Everything is on the line. It will work out as far as elongating his lifespan. In the meantime, Mata pushing forward, trying to get some damage down, but the kite ability here of this Xayah and this Rakan is just a bit too much. Heal was burned by Bang, however.
Yes, advantage this time for Deft, so that part at least will feel good. Power Trough will happen when you're Sivir. You have to go for Essence Reaver to help with your mana management. Infinity Edge probably going to follow, but found an early shot to...
Oh, looking for the jump in. They get the pop-up, and Blank comes over the wall. First blood. This goes right over to Bang in an instant.
Yeah, able to flash in as well. Level 8 Jarvan, so...
And just like that, the gold has exploded forward for SK Telecom.
Such a fast gank as well that Smeb couldn't even be there. With the ultimate, probably still would have died anyway, but I imagine he wouldn't have had the reaction time to be able...
Infinity Edge would be a different path here for him, as Faker is very far forward. Slingshot getting ready to come through. Tries to get the Valkyrie off, but he'll get locked down and he'll get taken out as Pawn comes up with the kill. So a bit too far forward there by Faker. Doesn't...
Bit of a surprise to see Untara go Ravenous Hydra. Used to be very common on Trundle, but because he has to straddle the line with double teleport users and Pawn coming in with a very early Rod of Ages, being able to go for an incremental power build, he's very, very squishy and can be taken out. And if they ever have kill pressure on Kassadin in side lane against a Trundle, KT will have complete run of the map with 2 teleports and the stand Shiv early to have anywhere near the wave clear Sivir does is in the mid lane.
And Blank not going to land that flag and drag. Has the Cataclysm, but hasn't thrown it out yet. In the meantime, Pawn just duking it out with Faker on the top side and score. No passive anymore. Will get taken down. Faker looking for the kill onto the Kassadin. Goes over the wall, but the flash comes through. The final rocket will finish him off. Mana dying as well, and now Deft is left stranded all on his lonesome. 4 kills about to come through for SK Telecom in game number 5. He'll pop the heal to desperately try to get away. Has the flash, but it seems like he suspects that he would have died anyway. Does go down. Meanwhile, up top, Smeb trying desperately to trade something back. It's a manaless Trundle, but Untara will still walk away.
And that's after Trundle took down the turret and all of that pandemonium, Achilles. They did not respect the ability for Wolf to rotate cleanly in. 3 kills go over to Xayah, going for a Essence Reaver of her own, of course. They'll take a turret bot lane, and I think we may just have witnessed the passage of play.
Oh, can he get it? Not quite.
That may guarantee SK Telecom their route to the finals, because they just blew open the game.
3 turrets gone. 4 kills over to SK Telecom.
Tara's going to get closed down by the entire team.
Yeah, they're looking for this one. Stand United coming through, and Tara does not have the flash. And seems like he might just be dead. Wolf looking for some sort of avenue of approach where he can try to save his life, but it's just not realistic. Faker, in the meantime, he just wants the blue buff. We'll find it. So we do have on the hunt, get pop Bang going up into the air with the Featherstorm as Blank gets jumped on, gets absolutely melted, but he still stays alive.
Free hitting.
Will claim the life of Wolf. Now the flashing coming through, trying to keep them alive. Pulverize in onto Faker. He goes low. Deft draws him back, but doesn't have the damage to keep himself in the fight. Deft comes up with another one. Blank will be sent limping back, but KT now, after coming up with 4 kills, will be looking to take this Baron.
You let Infinity Edge Deft free hit, this is what happens, but still, it's going to be difficult for KT to guarantee that someone needs to deal with Blank. Doesn't have flash, but he has a blast cone. With a will, there's a way, and Mana doesn't have the health bar to really stop him.
Still looking for a TP now coming through as Untara has respawned down to about 2,800. He's going to get headbutted away. Mana takes the blast cone
cooldowns for Blank.
They do not have it. Blank finds 1 kill, but that's going to be the spike coming through from Score to go ahead and pick up the Baron. But can they make it out with any of the buffs? Deft so very low, no flash, no mana, will be beaten down by Untara. Now it's just 3 members making their way back into the base. Seems like they will up there on the Pawn. Still pretty elusive with the Kassadin.
Oh, actually gets the stun.
Yeah, Def gonna go low. Has that Stand United coming through to try to keep him alive, but it's not gonna be enough. Faker comes up with the kill. Cataclysm down, but they just have to jump right out of that one pawn. With a rip walk, takes himself out to safety. Mana falls, and just like that, KT get undone yet again. SK Telecom going to be pushing against the Baron empowered minions, but this should be a fairly easy task with the bottom lane gone.
Def giveth, Def taketh away. Got the free hits on the previous fight, and this one got baited into running straight at Bang and got caught by the Blade Core. The one ability he could not be called for. They will lose their inhibitor for free, KT Rolster, and they are one team fight away from losing the because they piled onto a Trundle. SKT weren't taking anything else across the map, and then SKT took a fight 4v5. They will not make a mistake that big again, as Score is trying to answer here.
He's able to find it, but is that going to be enough? Bang goes up with the Featherstorm, pulls out the Blade Caller to try to keep himself alive. Is in the back line. He's firing away onto the front line members here of KT, and it's going to be Smeb, but the first one to fall is going to be Wolf. A lot of field going away. Pawn has to jump out with the rip walk to try to keep himself alive, but in the meantime, Smeb has gone down. And now just trying to be full retreat here for the side of KT, but it just does not seem likely. Score has fallen. 2 members already picked up. Mata going down as well.
They're going to see if they can end the game here, or at least take a couple of turrets.
See, they got the one super creep here, pushing in. Blank going forward, looking for depth as he tries to fire away to clear out the minions. Pawn having to retreat, jumps back. Smite goes forward. Can they trade out a kill? Yes, they can. Pawn comes up with that one. Now looking for his second as Zentara goes low, but he's out of mana. Has the blue, but it's not regenerating fast enough. That pushing forward, he's all on his lonesome, has the crit, takes down Bang, but he also dies.
The 1-for-1 there's
still going to be okay for the most part as he goes over.
Double Ocean, remember, also.
Yeah, plus the Smite on the Crux.
Getting 22 health a second. Able to come back in. Blank is initiation, and then largely there for the ability to reduce damage onto Faker.
Juan is still sitting on the sidelines, looking for this flanking opportunity, but with Score going back to the fountain, going to be delayed that much further. KT, a couple more shots. One more, there you go. That's going to be it. Smep goes in, looking for the play. Big knock-up coming through off the backside of the Pulverize. Bang in the back line. Does force out the Sonias from Pawn as he stays alive. Cataclysm thrown down by Blank, trying to cut off the rest of the members. And Bang finds the first kill, getting rid of Pawn. Pops Score back into the passive, and now is pushing forward, looking to heal up off of these Ooslinks. Finds it as Untara, claims the life of Smeb. It's just Depth and Mana left alive, but they might not be lasting much longer. There you go. The Sivir all on her lonesome, but it doesn't even matter. There's nothing that Depth can do. SK Telecom in the semifinal. They're going on to play against Longzhou a week from today. It's the reverse sweep, bringing it back in. They win 3-2.
SK Telecom jump on the gyrocopter with Faker on Corki. 3 games, 3 victories. They will go to the grand final and face Longzhou Gaming in a week. And oh, did they make it hard for themselves, dropping game 1, still turn fights. Teleports from Castans and Nars can still turn fights. It's only in neutral areas like this where they can see that, okay.
Oh, the hook is just going to go ahead, land in on the Bang, regardless, and now the Ren comes down deft. Will keep himself alive. The explosive charge not enough to find him, but they will find Faker. Another hook coming through. Ripwalk will not save you. It's a double kill to deft. 4 on the board for him, and